Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Tuesday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 to show you a fun new project. So hopefully you guys had a great day. I really didn't leave the craft room all day. Well, today I did a little bit, but last night I took a fat nap with Lucas. It was absolutely spectacular. So that meant I got to stay up later last night. So I came out into the craft room and I put together the haunted house kit. And I have something to tell you that it is currently unavailable. But don't worry because I have plenty. Hopefully this week or the beginning of next week, I will send out the dates for the haunted house class. You can definitely RSVP through there. I only have a certain amount, so I don't have like 100 or anything like that, but I do have hopefully plenty for anybody that wants to make it. So I will bring it over. It's a little bit too big to flip the camera over and show you, so I thought I would bring it up. So it's not 100% done. I still have to glue down the roof and this little piece and then the piece that goes on the top. Let me grab that. I was doing it in stages because it says to use, so I'm still missing this little piece and I need to glue the rest of the roof down. It says to use hot glue on it, but in Arizona, hot glue does not work very well. So I was playing with a little bit different types of glue to see how it would hold up. And I honestly think it might be a little bit better. So we might do it a smidgen different than what they have you do just because we are in Arizona and hot glue doesn't work so well when it's 200 degrees outside. So look for the email for the haunted house kit. I don't know which way to go because the camera is a little wonky, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So fun. And I had the girls over on Sunday and they all made one as well. So I was very excited to have all of my girls in the craft room with me. And of course, Carson. Lucas stayed in the house with Bo, but I got to hold Carson in the craft room. But anyway, I think that is the updates so far. I don't even remember where I was going, but let's point you over so we can get crafting. So you have a piece of basic white paper in front of you, only because I forgot my iPad so I could read comments. So I needed to run in the craft room and grab it. Before I turn it on, I need to turn the volume down because when I was out here late last night, I was watching Apple TV. And it looks like it's still up on my screen, so let me make sure my volume's down. Okay, here we go. Now we are set and ready to go. Let's see if I can get this up without it falling over. Hello, Valerie. Hello, Stephanie. So I didn't bring in the little tree that comes with it, but this is the little tree that comes with the haunted house kit as well. Let me see if I can bring it in and it will show. I don't know if it will, but let's try it. And I think I need to move some of this around. Sorry. If you get dizzy, just kind of close your eyes for a second. I need to move my camera. There we go. Hopefully that's better. Okay, let's bring all this in. I'm really not a scatterbrain today. I did go get my hair done, which feels absolutely amazing. But this is the little haunted house, and I still need to bend my little bats. But he is so fun and so cute. Okay, let's get cracking on what we're going to be playing with today. So we are pulling in the Playful Ghosts. I decided to use this set this week because you will be seeing an email come out in the next day or two because this is my Designing Damsel set that we are focusing on for this month. So you get the Playful Ghost stamp set. This comes with the kit. And you can add on the nested essential dies if you don't have them. So all of the sets that will be included, all the cards or 3D items will be focusing on this die set and this stamp set. So I wanted to focus on using this just to kind of give you guys a little glimpse of what fun you could have with it. And because the Designer Series paper is still on sale, yes, I brought in the Pond, Loveliest as a Pond something, Designer Series paper. It can be used with the stamp set and the bundle that it's intended to, but you can also flip them over and use the back side. And I honestly thought this design would be absolutely gorgeous using the ghost sets. So even though the paper is focused on a bundle, you can use this for anything. You love all my little scraps? I am definitely a scrap hoarder. I probably should do something with them, but I don't want to because I love them. But here is the card. I haven't done embossing in a while, and I thought I really liked the basic black, and I thought we need to do some embossing. So this is what we're going to be making tonight. Okay, let's bring in all of our goodies. So I have my basic white piece. That is what we're going to stamp our ghosts and color on them. It is very sad this set doesn't have a die, but it really isn't tragic because it's really easy fussy cutting. So we're going to stamp the ghost in Memento, and let's do the pumpkin. And we're going to ink and stamp up the ghost as well. And now we're just going to do a smidgen of coloring. I'm going to use my light pumpkin pie for the pumpkin hat and the little base because it is a little peach as well. And color in the pumpkin. And I actually have a magic trick to show you guys. I've never done a magic trick on a Facebook Live, and I think I'm going to today. But I'm going to first color in this pumpkin, and then I'll do the magic. So just color in. I don't know why lately I have been doing so much coloring, and I love it. But I do need to still go through all of my blends and get new ones and get rid of the ones that the end is all funky and it doesn't work very well, because I do have quite a few of those. But it's probably because I've been coloring so much. Okay, let's finish this pumpkin and then I will do my magic trick for you. I just thought of the magic trick and it worked, and you guys are going to be so impressed with it. So I'm going to take the dark pumpkin and just kind of highlight. Oops, that went off the line a little bit, but nobody's going to tell because my magic trick is going to fix it. So color that. And then I have some dark Daffodil Delight for his eyes and his mouth. And a little bit of Lemon Lime Twist. And it should be brown, but I have Lemon Lime Twist here. Okay, so you guys ready for the magic trick? So I have this cool little box here, and it's actually the Haunted House box, and it is nice and big. It really reminds me of a pizza box. So I'm going to put this, the box is empty, right? I'm going to put this inside, and I'm going to shake it and say, abracadabra, open up the box, and guess what? Holy smokes! It is all colored and cut already. Is that not the coolest magic trick you have ever seen? Oh, look how cute they are. But I did forget to color his little eyes in, so let me bring in the marker. The abracadabra trick forgot to color the rest of them in. So now you don't have to see me sit and color and fussy cuts. There we go. So these are the two little pieces we're going to be using. And I don't know why my lighting feels like it is a little off today. Let me try to turn this one off. Let's see if that brightens it up a little bit. Okay, so now we have our two pieces. So let's bring in all of our card bases. So I have a piece of thick basic white, and this measures 8.5 by 5.5, and I scored it at 4.25. I have a piece of our basic black. It is 4 by 5.25. And then my designer series paper is 3 3/4 by 5. And then I have the basic black nested essential dies. I already pre-cut those in the basic black. So let's push these two pieces over. We're going to play with these two in front of us. I am going to take my, shoot, I just forgot the name of this guy. I'll think of it. I'm going to rub that on just to remove any static. So I'm going to ink up my trick or treats, and I'm going to stamp this right in the center of one of the basic black pieces. And then I'm going to bring in the bats, and I'm going to stamp this one 3 times. It's kind of hard to see where you're stamping because it is Versamark, but as long as you're careful and try not to overlap, the ghosts or the bats should work. So now I'm going to take my little tweezers, gently pick this up, try to. Bring in my embossing powder. Hopefully this is still in the screen. Tap off any excess. Oh, that looks actually pretty good. I'm just going to set that aside so I can do this one. And this is our silver embossing folder, or our silver embossing powder. Close that up, put it to the side before you start your machine. Otherwise, you're going to have a hot mess. So now I'm going to turn on my heat gun to full blast and just wait until it starts to melt. And hopefully you guys can see it melting on the live because it is probably one of the coolest techniques. And you could do the bats in white if you wanted to, or you could do them on white cardstock and do them in black. That would be beautiful as well. So now all we have to do is put our card together. I'm going to fold this in half, start layering my pieces together. Oh, there's the ducks on the other side. Put some adhesive on the back of your basic black. Lay that down. And I'm going to put some adhesive on our designer series paper. Perfect. Now I am just going to set these on here just so I can make sure they are positioned right before I go ahead and glue them down. That looks pretty good. So I'm only going to glue down the 2 larger pieces of the basic black. And then the other 2, the sentiment and the bats, they are going to get popped up. As well as the ghost and the pumpkin. So on this card, let me bring this one in while I'm still playing with this one. This one I did the vampire and the ghost, so you can mix and match these as well. So I'm going to flip the ghosts over, put a couple dimensionals on the back, peel the backing off. Let's do the ghost at the bottom and the pumpkin at the top. And then let's flip these over. We do have black dimensionals. And if I didn't already walk into the craft room 4 different times during this live to get something that I forgot, I would have walked back in there and gotten them because they are pretty cool. I don't think it really matters. Nobody's going to look at your card and be like, oh, she used a white dimensionals instead of the black. So there you go. And you have your matching envelope. Isn't that super cute? I think they are so fun, and anybody that gets this in the mail is going to love it. So let's make one more. This one we are using the um uh what's he called? The vampire. Okay, let's shake our box. And look, they are already cut and colored. Perfection, right? Hopefully nobody tattles and tells my tricks. So fold our card base. I don't know why I flipped that over because it's basic black on both sides, but I'm sure I'm not the only one that does that. We can start by layering these pieces. There we go. Let's go ahead and position these. I'll stamp and emboss in a second. I just figured I would lay all these out since I already have my glue. And then that's it. That one can go there. This one can go there. Let's get these off so I don't accidentally put them down. Don't think we need our glue anymore. I turned the air conditioner up when I left to go get my hair done today, and I don't think I turned it back down when I got in here because it is really, really toasty where I do my Facebook Lives. Okay, let's bring these in. I'm gonna rub just to get the oils off of the paper. Let's do the trick or treat. So, oh, that is definitely not straight, but that's okay. It is a handmade card. We're gonna go with it. You can't see it because it's clear, but I can definitely see it. That one was not a straight. And if you're just logging on, I'm doing this set this week because this is what our Designing Damsel set is going to be focusing on. You're not going to make this exact card. You'll make not more amazing because I think these are pretty amazing, but you'll make different cards using this set. So this is just an example of other things you can do with it. Actually, that was straighter than I anticipated. I remember the first time that I did heat embossing. I was in, my craft room was in the house. Peyton had just moved out because she had gotten married, and I took over for a bedroom. And I was so impressed with it. I did it probably a million times and made my husband sit and watch as it melted. And I still get that way when I heat emboss. I know it sounds silly, but I think it is like the coolest thing. Ah, so gorgeous. Okay, let me grab this other one. And when you're using little tiny pieces, I definitely recommend, my kid is calling me. Doesn't she know I'm on my Facebook Live and I don't have a hand free to mute her? When you're using little tiny pieces like this, you definitely want to hold it with something so you don't burn your fingers. So put a couple dimensionals on. Cassie actually called me, but I think she only let it ring a quarter of the time because I think she knew I was live. And Natalie did not know I was live because she let it rain the entire time. So she's fired. Both of them are fired for not being on here. There we go. That is your guys' fun card for tonight. It's kind of crazy to think that you can make this card using that designer series paper. So just a different way to utilize more of your designer series paper. So there you go. Hopefully you guys like them. I love the little ghosts, and I am so excited to show you some more Halloween stuff. Thursday's live, I actually did that today as well, and it is absolutely gorgeous too. So I can't wait to show you guys how to put that one together. It's using the same stamp set, but I actually pulled in different dies for it. So join me again on Thursday for another live at 7. If you need any help ordering any of the product that I used tonight, definitely feel free to reach out. If not, I will see everybody on Thursday. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.